Welcome everybody to the third Skypea Open Bracket pre-tournament exhibition. First up, we've got Dots versus KJMcCloud. Let me update our scoreboard real quick. First to 10 action for you. Next up, we're going to have B-Man the Big Hero versus Mundank. And then we've got an exciting base game bracket coming up in about an hour. In the meantime, though, we've got the dulcet tones of my good friend here on the microphone, Tim. Tim, say hi to the folks.
Hi, it's Friday, and that means it's fighting time.
Heck yeah. Nothing like some good Marvel to finish out the week, and I, for one, am excited. We've got a really good matchup here to lead us off. We've got Dots versus KJMcCloud. Both character specialists with some lesser-seen characters. Dots, of course, an expert at Beautiful Joe Dante Strange, and KJ with a quite unconventional team in Thor, X-23, and Iron Man. I think that KJ's team, though it's unconventional, actually has a strange logic to it because Thor is such a good meat shield for X-23. Even if he loses the Point War, he usually builds 2 meters just from getting built up anyway, and then he has level 2 X-Factor X-23 to do dirt nap shenanigans.
And when we describe people in Marvel as cooking, we really do mean that. We are playing a blessed game where almost every character on the roster has at least one element of them that is exceptionally cheap. So bad characters have to work between their team and other aspects to really push what makes them strong. Beautiful Joe, an amazing meteor battery, and also backed with certain beams like Strange. You just cannot move on the ground. He has no weakness to that kind of thing when he's throwing boomerangs. And Thor, a character that has confirmation issues, but is almost unstoppable while airborne.
Yeah, Thor on the ground and Thor in the air are 2 different characters. It's a really interesting paradigm. And X-23 being such a grounded character, I'm surprised to see that they were able to actually overcome the Joe Boom storm. But the Dots Dante is not something to sleep on.
The overall pressure offerings Dante has is perfectly acceptable for dealing with almost everything X-23 does. Her ability to chase things in the air is detrimental to a lot of her game plan options, and he can just hang up there forever with airplay.
So true. Oh, do we have the loops on Iron Man? They're tricky on him. No, we do not.
Oh no, his weird body. Nice pickup.
That was an excellent excellent reverb, excellent fireworks, and an excellent super there from Dots. Early lead here from Dots, but I trust KJ to adjust and give us a good set here.
And Iron Man can struggle, but that assist of his, either one, really good.
Unibeam, you think a top 10 assist in the game?
It's pretty up there. The fact that it's so damn fast means that in matchups where you're worried about someone poking your assist, say they run Arthur, him being off the screen faster than even Doom is just so useful.
Certainly. And also the fact that it leaves them standing leads to some really unique and interesting combo routes with some characters. The fact that it doesn't
Thor the grappler.
Precisely. And KJ has a really neat combo with Thor and Unibeam that we'll hopefully get to see in this matchup.
That almost didn't kill, damn.
Thor the ultimate meat shield. Oh
Ooh.
no, Steven.
He's putting in the shocking pink is the most remarkable adaptation you have to do because it is a very awkward move to control. Oh, dive kicks back to the corner. Nice defense and using action to try and spot if you can DP out, but amazing adaptation on that regard.
And not killed. That super does a surprising amount of damage if you let it rock. Ooh, and we got these. X Factor. Easy kill.
And this is the nature of X-23. It is guaranteed impossible to call her completely bad when you have that as a tool.
So true. I think that while Laura is probably like bottom 15, I don't consider her bottom tier.
It's just too useful a tool, and it completely questions many matchups that are bad simply because if they cannot move, they cannot kill you.
Yeah. Alright, can Thor get slower? The answer is yes.
This almost feels like a buff, though. Man just gained MODOK height.
Heh. Well, and Thor's so good at stalling in the air, too. He's just like, I don't care. Ooh, this Dante is about to die.
One of the best air punishes for, like, assists pretty much is balanced on Thor's other tools. Need to adjust. That was an odd angle, and Dot's just finding ground and air control perfectly. Brings in Strange. Is there a mix here?
Oh, the no mix-up mix-up. Interesting. Like, standing their ground. I kind of like that.
And Dante needs life, you need meter, so Strange is stepping up to the plate here. However, this is the optimal position for Aura. 1 kill on a character, and then 5 bars in the back. Which side? Oh, small bodies. That's a nightmare situation for Aura. That thing can randomly whiff. Dot's going to build those 3 bars. The question is, do they want to spend it here, or do they want to get fancy? They tried to go for the fancy, and now X Factor was required, but now we are back into the momentum shift, and Iron Man, a little awkward when you are putting that much plasma and sword up in his nose.
Iron Man definitely has strong defensive tools, as we saw there, though, and he's really difficult to approach from a vertical angle.
But a big thing that Dot was doing well until an amazing call out by KJM was just keeping the plasma and the meatiness on Iron Man. Because if he's kept meaty, he cannot use that tool.
Right, but the second you let him slip away...
A talented player will make their trade.
And find their turns.
I love this. Holding back on charging it until Thor goes up in the air, I imagine. But, wow, runs the train.
Ooh, speaking of running the train, though, that Dante is hurting.
And cross him away, keep that assist covered. What a pickup!
Oh, unfortunate. I think we got a little bit of Parsec there. That's the nature of the beast, online Marvel. But he plays the best meat shield in the game. This might take 2 meters to kill. Nope, only 1.
Oh, Ancient Requiem is a question for you in chat.
What's good, Ancient Requiem? There is a challenge link pinned in the chat. Let me go ahead and call that up for you right now. Go ahead and sign up. There's still about 30 minutes left to sign up before we start.
Cross up. Oh, too far. Tried to keep it meaty, but immediately another retaliation. KJM just ready and waiting every time. Gets the adjust. Okay, options for the cross, stays in front. Oh, that was smart. Is the snipe not safe, but wait. Iron Man's weird normals, sometimes a little awkward for those punishes. Dots again on the board. Seeing a final and successful retaliation after that X-23 offense. Put them in a corner twice.
Dots vs. Thor is such an interesting variant of the point war because Thor has the health to win the war of attrition, but he doesn't want to against a character like Beautiful Joe. He wants to just get a hit and snipe him, or better yet, snipe an assist. And Dots is doing really good for the most part at avoiding that, but KJ is consistently getting these 1 or 2 snipes that are defining the way that the match goes from there.
And the biggest problem is Thor is leveraging a much stronger stall game when X-23 is in the back. It's a lot like how MODOK and Dark Phoenix work.
She is absolutely functioning like a dollar store Dark Phoenix on this team, except I can't even say that because we've already seen the WinCon in action.
That projectile is insanely durable, just for the record.
Mighty Spark is a very strong projectile. The one thing I will say for anyone fighting a Thor who likes to spam it, it is easy to low profile.
Amis, be ready. Oh my god! That almost killed Strange.
Strange is not having a good time right now. Oh my goodness, we got those. KJ, my goat.
One more, one more.
Oh, unfortunate. That's okay, we got the assist set up. We know what we're doing.
Mighty Speech, and they are loaded on that meter. Oh.
Good call.
They can find a way to snap and Laura before the next mix. Things
Get a load
could
of
be
this.
over.
The meaty Mighty Spark enables
Keeping it
that.
meaty, has to keep it meaty.
Oh no. Okay.
A literal gamble when you're hitting an invisible target, but Dots just stayed to their guns and managed to find a huge lead. Now, don't get hit by even the spell. That might be enough to chip you out. One. Oh my god!
That was an incredible reaction there by KJ. And that may be enough to kill with a follow-up. KJ, don't
KJ, look.
sleep on Tony Stark.
Looking like a Potemkin main, showing off that new armored throw. Just has it dialed and ready to go. Ooh, that could have been bad. Adjusting great to avoid that cross-up block from Dot.
That's with the slow once again on Thor. Let's see
High
if
or
they have a
low?
plan this time. Oh, the low.
Low.
What a cool combo.
Very meter positive too, damn. And there's a shocking pink extension. Oh. I think the bomb exploded too early.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Crystal might be able to chip here. Oh, that works too. Ooh. Yep, that's the drive rush right there. If you let that fully charge, Laura is insanely plus.
Mm-hmm. However, it can be preempted at any point during the charge, kind of like Mighty Strike.
Okay, X Factor, very worthwhile. Get rid of X23, get rid of a lot of your nightmare situations. And Tony, last hurdle, last obstacle, great pickup. And then one more, cannon's all we need here. I said cannon's all World's fastest yet slowest frame trap. Oh my god, happy birthday. Can you adjust for the small bodies? That's a good way to help this. When character down, uses that descending fall state, but got a little ahead of yourself. And now Joe's alive, and they can stall out your X Factor, which anytime you can steal resources, it's a good way to do it. But oh. That's a lead that you're just not getting back here. Dot's about to be out of X, and there's just so much life.
This might...
It barely scaled.
Barely. That jumping medium is an incredible normal. I can vouch for that as an X23, former X23 main in recovery.
When watching this, you may consider relapsing, because this is some clean play here.
No lie, I used to play Thor or X23 and then Dormammu Taskmaster for years on Xbox Live. It was not a good team. Do not follow in my footsteps, children. But KJ may have awakened, once again, my love for Thor. That may or may not be the reason I've been playing him so much lately.
Dormammu Taskmaster is always a team I'd like to rely on.
It's very fun in the other order.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense. And then just one more star is all it's going to take here to get rid of Thor, but KJ is just not letting him have it.
Now this is going to be interesting because the space that Beautiful Joe likes to control is the same space that X23 likes to exist in. And now, especially slow, this is going to be a very unfavorable matchup. But invulnerability works the same way.
Frame trap. That went through it. Oh, come on.
Mach speed is ridiculous.
Oh, that was cheap. Cross up again, cross back. What is this, Milia? Nice. Perfectly on top of his chrome dome.
Just barely mistimed it, but that's okay. We still can zone.
And every resource gain here is essential to one more spell or one more counter if you need it. Doesn't, though.
Excellent work here from Dots. Brings us to 4-4. This set could go down to the wire.
Something crucial we're seeing is that Dots is forcing the game often into situations where it's spend meter for meter, and it's just taking the Beautiful Joe meter lead to the bank always. High or low, I don't think throw is going to protect you here, and it does not. Crazy cross up. Just needs a little bit more bar to make sure that they don't spend anything here. Gets the cross. Lower too small again, though. That's now 4 bars for the Joe team. At any point, there could be a major explosion of bar for a kill here. But oh my gosh. Happy birthday. A little awkward. Small bodies always have this issue, but there is no more strains on screen. Suddenly, this momentum is very balanced in terms of these life totals. Dots just keeping their mental stack quite safe. Focusing just on winning and not getting overly flashy here. Mach speed's actually away. It's not a nest egg if you're not willing to spend it. Dot letting loose all that bar to go into this Devil Trigger state and just going to continue their game plan. Keep it safe, keep it lethal.
Well, and I love to see someone who's willing to spend it instead of just being a meter hoarder. As someone who struggles with that.
That's got it.
Is that a snipe? Or is that a snipe? I think Mach speed
Which one's going to win here?
Yeah.
See, Dot always forces meter for meter, but Joe teams usually come up ahead in that exchange.
That's very strong at understanding where the resources are at in any given match.
That's the mid to upper tier. What you'll see is that kind of play is really, really important. And it's only when you get to the upper 4 where meter spending doesn't seem to make as much sense. Morgan, Virgil, always just summing to have a little bit more back in the tank, even though you seem to completely outclass their spending. Now Dot is going to have to work for it. This last little hill may be a very tough one to climb. As we are just seeing KJ so comfortable. Iron Man, all these tools, all these missiles, this great flight. And they have 1 bar, so they are not afraid to snipe. But Dot now has a lead, and a very long combo will let them run away with this. Oh, you cannot afford those! And I think just barely Dot. Whew.
Okay. Dots loves the crossover red hot kick. That's one thing that you'll learn about them.
Depending on the character, there's not a lot you can do about it. Thor, you have to close that pincer whenever they come to chase you. You look vulnerable, but between heavy armor and an amazing projectile, you can retaliate very strongly. But very much with Thor, it's being cognizant of what tool you are using to challenge people trying to challenge you.
Thor kind of like Dante, and then it can be difficult to, oh, what a snipe, to learn exactly which tools to use in which moments. But once you have that down, a player like
Oh my
KJ
God.
can really show off his expertise.
And you cannot punish that, really.
I believe X23 wins? Yeah. That's one of the
Yep.
few interactions that Mach Speed loses.
Stop the Dante, it's possible. But Thor's not that vulnerable, unfortunately. It's a pretty decent assist.
It's a pretty good assist and an even better crossover counter. It might be the best crossover counter in the game. Yo, KJ with the read. Let's go, KJ.
Dropping the hammer, one character down, a huge loss for that anti-air assist. Now Joe just really wants to build up some resources and see if they can slowly erode the HP and meter of their opponent here. Looking for a slow setup, I think. Looks like they got it.
Dot's so
50-50, high or low.
Oh, interesting. Winning out with the hard tag. And then taking the punish on Strange, not quite because of the slow.
Oh, small character actually gets the pickup. That could have been bad.
Incredible combo. Keeps it simple and gets rewarded. Remember that, folks. And the slow actually made that easier to confirm off of with the trade.
That's wild. Flip out.
Flip out. Iron Man sucks.
Have to X this. That's not what you want. Ooh. Stop panicking a little. Mind state always crucial when you're in comeback mode.
Alright, 6-5 for KJ. KJ consistently been about a game ahead in this set, but it's been close. At any point, Dots could pull away. But not if they do that.
So for the record, I don't think the scoreboard is working for the wins.
Oh, I have not been updating the scoreboard. That is on me.
Okay, Shocking Pink is out. Useful tool for trying to catch those assists. But getting caught themselves. 50-50. Goes for the counter throw. High risk, unable to get much punish though, and Thor just doesn't mind your tiny little touch there. It's a full extension, and there's a lot of bar on hand, so just let it rip.
All the damage in the world.
Here is your nightmare. 50-50, which side are we going for?
Just a little too far there from KJ, unfortunately. And Dots
Happy
with the
birthday.
happy birthday of the lifetime.
Oh, weird character body, but this is fine. Still is 50%.
The T for dinner.
I got hit.
Let's go, Dots. I believe that's
Long
6-6.
animation, though, before the damage comes out is the one problem with this. Just in time, though.
What a set so far. Both these players really showing us what their teams can do. Both of them really experts at using the resources that their characters have.
And the joy of these kinds of sets is that really good players, you're going to see heroes from different characters on their team. We've seen Thor winning it all. We've seen X-23. We've seen Iron Man. Balanced teams, 3 points, all ready to go. And the same thing's been going. Strange been a little slower to the party, but now we are seeing Dot's entire team lighting up like a switchboard.
The overhead.
Oh, that was cheap.
I got hit.
It's not just for zero. Beautiful Joe's got a pretty silly pizza cutter, too.
So true.
Oh, goes for the late explosion, which is to say he doesn't let it loose until they're way out of the way. Why does that make that assist better? Oh, tries to go for a checkmate. Ooh. Hanged 10 there. But no, that's way too close to the ground. Explosion, not helpful. Dot's just looking to slow it down. Thank you, Hammer. Does they have the pickup for the bomb? Yes, please. No. Into scramble mode. Dot just has to be more careful when hitting things up. But looks like they're stabilizing. Goes for a nice, simple combo here. Goes for one more rep. And scrambles well rewarded. Brings in the Joe. Oh no, the tiny body wreaks havoc again. Thor out of it, into it again. And Dot's momentum was not anymore. And they've now lost all 3 of their bars, still have their X. But there is plenty of space for KJ just to make their comeback here. That's both. Thankfully, no X Factors in the tank, or that could have been an instant end of this match. Possibility. Dante gets one more. Oh, just wants to reset while they still have got X. Dot remembers their tools, has access to an easy X Factor pickup. Instead chooses to keep it a little more rough, but hey. No path is not worth traveling if it's the one that gets you to a victory. And there we saw clearly Dot's found their path. Okay, extension to the... Oh, yeah, once again, you Weirdful Joe. Everything is a weird interaction with those limbs. But we are back into the combo state. Tries to go to an air to the ground. Finds a successful route this time. 3 resets. Still enough here. Take us to Dante, and that should be enough of the DHC after this. And maybe I won't need it, actually. Thor's health. Barely needed it still. Oh, weird gravity.
Alright, and I am pleased to announce we have a very special guest here to join us on commentary. The lovely and incredibly talented Isa Sarah. Say hi to Isa Sarah, Tim.
Yes, I'm always blessed. I know we're past Halloween, but it's great to have the palette swap killer in attendance.
Happy to be here, and I am excited to see the people who are killers this evening. Dot's out here, maybe about to lose their team. They were looking so advantaged, but now X23 left them with a pixel. How do you feel about Strange getting out, Wizard Tim?
Never, for a strong assist character like Strange, let them live with a pixel. It could lead to an entire mile of pain.
That's the most painful situation, is when you're Dante and you're in Devil Trigger and they got the hit on you. It's so miserable. And gets the unblockable. Doctor Strange not ready for it. What could he have done in that situation? Anyone in chat know? I don't know a way out of there without Is Beautiful Joe's alpha counter any good?
Not with Shocking Pink. I think the Beautiful Uppercut may have worked. Not Shocking Pink.
Makes sense.
There's possibility for Snap, but Strange's Snap is pretty weird.
That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, but those X23 buttons, the stand medium's able to catch from so far away, and X23, looks like KJ's putting another one on the board. 7-7? Are you telling me that this amazing set has been going down to the wire with people just playing at a great level of competition for each other as they show off their great tech?
It's a pendulum match. The perfect balance between high HP, high damage, and Dot's controlled neutral strategy.
And, went for the tag themselves. I've seen a lot of people tag once they've been slowed, but seeing the tag for an overhead on the slow setup, looks like we're getting some flames with the faultine loops, and fortunately able to build so much meter through that, but didn't calculate exactly when it would end, and is going to catch Thor here. No, DHC, and she has all the invulnerability.
Nice air jump just in time.
Oh, she got the hit, but couldn't quite confirm. And now X23, needing to play against Strange, manages to get in immediately as the knockdown. Is there an assist available? Instead, it uses that X Factor, tries to build up enough meter for the level 3, but because Dots was able to save Strange there with that in that drop, it looks like this is going to be a terrible situation for KJ.
And Dot's making great use of their team's unique feature. Oops, all cutscenes. If they want your X Factor to end, they can make your X Factor end.
Though X23 still has that pixel life, and Iron Man got the tag in order to give her that opportunity to gain the red back. Look at it swiftly go because her life bar is so small in the first place.
I wonder if we'll see, against Iron Man in particular, Beautiful Joe can take to the top of the screen and charge, because some of his coverage options have interesting holes.
Ooh, and Joe able to get in there. Has enough meter after this that they'll be able to DHC? Is this going to be enough to take on Iron
Barely.
Man? Mash enough, and with that, on the final bullet, it takes out Iron Man and brings back in Joe for the shocking pink mix-up.
Just to really crank out this HP to damage ratio here.
I like that Dots times their incoming there, that after the kill on the last bullet, knows that they have enough that they could get the shocking pink on the field and still frame trap for people moving up in that way. Pretty sweet.
Tries the checkmate, doesn't work, lets themselves go to X Factor and take it back to neutral. That's some smooth running and decision making.
And X23 not going to make it past this obstacle field, going down as Dots gets another game on the board, 8-7. Though Dante is one of those assists that's incredibly powerful, but against Mighty Strike, it's just such a vulnerability that he might get just tagged by a strike and evaporated. His entire life bar could go so easily. This time, decided to leave Joe on point for the mix, going to be able to bring back in strains for these faultine loops, build all kind of meter with this slow. Do you think that this time they're going to kill off Thor?
I think they need to listen for the audio cue for when the slow wears out and then immediately go into super, because that's happened twice under the same conditions.
Yeah, getting that definitely one of those combos that you need to adjust based on situation, but being able to ensure that even online you know when exactly everything is going to end, it can be incredibly helpful. But
They're
is
safe.
Joe going to evaporate? Gets the block. Ooh, great dodge.
And that's a checkmate situation to just waste all that X Factor. Actually finds a hit too.
And gets Joe back. And how do you feel about solo Iron Man with X Factor against this team?
It's certainly doable. We've seen it before, and that's what makes me confident we can see it again, is they've already pulled it off 2 or 3 times. And they're confident in this Joe matchup.
Ooh, gets the hit. Does that mean it should only take one more hit on Joe to kill with 1 meter, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds pretty
Assuming it's not
favorable.
a throw, I think that's always a kill. Oh my god, sneaky, sneaky.
Ooh, KJ's gonna need to worry about Chip in the near future, because Dante and Devil Trigger, if you just DHC into $1 million,
Too short.
you're gonna get over this. I think that it would have been possible to just DHC into $1 million after Iron Man got under him, right? To guarantee the kill.
Mm-hmm.
But
The autocorrect, I think, would have caught. Yeah, you're right.
But that looks pretty good. Dots into potentially... This is a first to 10, right? Into the final game? Or is KJ going to make it run back? Because we've seen how close the set's been leading up to here. Oh, the Terror point blank. Really nice block there. I'm not sure if it was auto guard still, but managing to deal with that cross-up.
Late slow hit, unfortunately. Gravity not working with you.
Ooh, got that X Factor out of Dots. KJ also has the hit. X Factor activated and the character lost. This is really challenging, but Dots has made comebacks with their other characters. Let's see if they could do it this time. KJ with that Meteon incoming. Make sure that the Dante, whether they're trying to double jump in some unfavorable direction or something, doesn't have the opportunity to live. Ooh, is this the end of Dante? And it is.
Meaty, meaty, meaty. Oh, I felt that one in my soul.
Ooh, I wonder if there's X Factor setups for the unblockable. Doesn't need them, just gets the hit immediately. And with this, should be able to kill. And so close. Now it's 9-8, I believe. Oh my gosh.
KJ's not out, and they are grinding like hell. You can just feel this adjustment.
Wait, does Dots have a different team or a different color structure, or just wants to make sure that there's a moment to think on things?
Equal strategies on both parts.
That's how it goes. Also, for folks who love wonderful sets that go down to the wire, where it's 9-8, where either player could potentially win a first to one or a first to two, you may want to support Tangrowth's stream. So there's a Ko-fi link there in the chat, ko-fi.com/Tangrowth. So if you're appreciating this, feel free to put some positive energy that way and support Tangrowth for streaming this awesome event.
Indeed. Every little bit keeps Marvel's lights on.
Ooh, and it looks like this will be enough. Will it only be 1 meter? I think it'll be 2. And you don't get the good mix-up because Dante spends so much time posing as he shoots his guns, and because of that, X23 comes in, blocks properly, then uses her superior in-close buttons in order to kill off this Dante.
Nice pick up into the beam again. Lovely meterless kill.
Has access to level 3, will be able to kill off this Joe, which has been such a pain in KJ's side. Oh, but will Doctor Strange be able to survive? X Factor's running out. There's not level 3 available this time.
What a great defensive normal. Just threw out the meaty and waited for Strange to drop.
Ooh, I don't think this kills. I think this just injures. Oh no, it kills. It kills. What am I thinking?
Amazingly strong beam. Good old proton cannon.
And with that, it's to the final game, 9-9. Let's see, is it Dots or KJ who's going to be able to take this epic exhibition?
Yeah, Chad, I want to see 1 for Dots, 2 for KJ. Who do you think's got the stamina for this last one?
Also, if you didn't know, there's a bracket that's going to be running after the next exhibition, so make sure to join right now, because this is when brackets close. So jump in there if you are interested in playing in an awesome tournament this evening with other wonderful Marvel players.
Oh, also, assist change.
Oh.
It's a more defensive option. Looks for the assist call, I think.
And is going to be able to kill off Thor with that. Great stuff by Dots. But substantial meter advantage here for KJ. And we've seen that when they have enough of meter... Ooh, will Iron Man get clipped by the... They do. X Factor needs to get used by both players, but it looks like KJ's the one who gets the hit out of it. Going to do the effective X Factor combo, kills off Beautiful Joe. Doesn't build enough meter for unblockable though. They need to win neutral a couple more times.
Okay, gets a throw. Let's see how much damage they're willing to spend meter for here.
Ooh, unfortunately the drop, it looks like her jumping medium was just a little too low to connect. Now back to a range game. X23 trying to make sure it's not a range game, trying to get in there.
Oh, you didn't wait for the hit stun to deteriorate before you did that. I is so good at keeping people locked down, even when you're trying to hit them.
Oh, and it looks like this may be the end of Dante. Able to do it for a single meter. What's the mix on Strange? The meaty is successful. Has 3 meters, but is this going to be enough to kill?
Just short, I think.
Leaving them with a pixel. Strange is still alive. Teleports out of the corner. What will Dots do with this last pixel? They'll use it to hit Iron Man. Great start. Oh, but it doesn't get the kill. And with that, it looks like KJ will take the final game, clutching it out with the Iron Man and X23 to make it happen.
A well-earned victory goes to KJ.
What a set here from both these competitors. You love to see it. Amazing play by both people. KJ clutching it out at the very end, though. I, for one, am not surprised to see it, nor am I surprised that this set went down to the wire. Both these players are godlike.